Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. All right, a lot of things to cover tonight. All right, let me just get into it right now. Well, you know what? I thank you for visiting my channel, all right, subbing, and, you know, just allowing me in your world, okay? Really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Okay, let me get into it. Really exciting. Okay, here we go. Check it out. All right, now, I figured out how to do this. So you don't actually need a blue screen. Okay, this is I'm going to call this video Ghost Screen and also the terrorist act that happened on Monday. Here in New York City, I really haven't had much time to talk about it. There's been so many Christmas parties and so many things to do during this period of time. And I'm going to get into that too. But let me just do this right now. Okay, here we go. All right, so there's a couple of other things that I found. Let that focus in for a minute. All right, let me flip this over. There we go. Okay, let's first start off with the cam that I showed you a while ago. Oh, here it is. Okay. Now, this is tough to do. You know, you got this reverse camera. Okay, now there's the hidden cam. Now that's a ghost image. I don't really know what the hell that is. Now you also have another ghost image right down here. Do you see that? Yes. And there's also a volume control. If you go in real close and look, it looks almost like a volume control. Right now you can see that ghost image. There it is. That's right. And there's a bunch of little things down here too on your camera. You might, on your phone. Your damn it, your smartphone too. Well, there's the camera. You can see that as clear as day, right? I'm not really sure if that's a camera. It could be a ghost image of something. I don't know. I have no idea, guys. All right, I'm not a manufacturer of this. Phone, and if you want to speak to them, they're on the other side of the world. What is that? That's a ghost image right there of something. It looks like it almost looks like a Facebook pic, doesn't it? I mean, if you flip it around and not do the landscape. Then you see other ghost images up here too. I'm trying to get this perfect, but it's a real pain in the ass. Alright, so the way to do this is you don't necessarily have to record on the blue sky and then go through it. And like I said in my last video, a few videos ago, you can actually just download this white screen that's on your Google app. Whether you have an Android or an Apple, I'm not sure if it'll work with Apple. I really don't know. But it seems to work with the Android phones. And I suggest you immediately delete it from your programs. Okay, because apparently these apps are possibly tracking everything that you're doing, contacts and all that other stuff. Alright, I don't want to get my videos or channel down because of the things that I say. So I have to be kind of cautious of what exactly that I do say in some of these videos, because apparently I did find out that Eric Dubé was deleted, but I'm going to disagree with that, and I'll tell you why. I believe he might have done it by himself, and he made it staged to make it look like it might have been deleted. To gain what purpose, I have no idea. That's a different video and a different belief. It's been a really long day. Okay, just a couple of quick things. Oh, by the way, today is December 13th, 2017. And yes, I do believe that the Earth is flat. Not only that, it seems to me that there's nobody out there, any scientist or anybody like that, that could tell me any other suggestion that it's not flat. And I'm sure a lot of people can get into that, you know, there's a curvature of some sort and give me some mathematical equations or something like that. But unfortunately, I have come to the conclusion that the Earth is flat. And there might be a little bit more to it than that, too. My other videos have gotten into that and have explained it. I want to get into the Christmas season with everybody very quickly. And it disappoints me because it seems to me that the only people that actually enjoy the Christmas season are, of course, kids. You know, I mean, they're innocent and they don't really know what's going on. And all they do is they just receive gifts. However, the people that are poor and have nothing get money from other sources, and the people that are billionaires can do whatever the hell they want, obviously. But the people that are in the middle class, you know, upper, lower, around that area, that actually pay taxes and pay for everybody in this country, are the people that are hit the hardest during this period of time. You flip on the TV, you know, you see these families running around in two-car garages, houses, and having all these gifts. And then you look back and you feel guilty that you can't provide this for your kid. But don't feel that way. Your kid is just happy with you, okay? I'm not saying you can buy a little piece of paper and draw it. My point is, your children are happy with you. Okay, and I sincerely mean that. Don't feel like you have to go out and buy all these gifts for your kids. They don't need it. And eventually, they never use them anyway. And I see it. It gets everybody depressed, you know, around this time. You know, I mean, the media, the TV, the television, the commercials, all the nonsense that's out there, they're always going to make you believe there's not enough to buy anybody. And it's bullshit. Bullshit is what I'm telling you. You don't need to go out and buy nonsense gifts for everybody. I don't know how to tell you to make people happy, but as long as you're there, you know, buy them a bottle of wine. You know, buy them something small. You don't have to come up with these ridiculous ideas to buy something. Oh, we have to get this. We've got to get that. You know, oh, she likes that. She likes that. You know, buy basic stuff. Basic stuff. Stick to basics. People go crazy this time of year. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable what they do. It's unbelievable what the media does. It's unbelievable what has happened in the last 40 years with everything. It's unbelievable. I mean, and I've seen it. It's gotten crazy. It's gotten nuts. People are just... You turn into these... All right, forget it. Look, I'm not going to get into it. I want to get into space with everybody, which I know does not exist. I know I'm going all over the place. It's been a couple of days. You know, what do you want me to do? Hard to keep focused. One quick thing I just want other people to think about who believe there is an actual unlimited amount of space up there, and there's a universe that's expanding, and that's 15 billion years old, and I want you to take a look at one thing. Are rings around planets. For example, Saturn. That delicate ring around Saturn. Okay. Do you realize if an asteroid or anything like that would happen to go through that thin ring, would completely destroy the ring at all? I mean, over... How old is our solar system now? I'm just taking a quick guess. The sun, they say, is 5 billion years old. Okay, so let's take a look at now. The solar system, I guess, is, I don't know, what, planets 4 billion. Go back. So let's just say that the entire solar system itself was created 5 billion years ago. Okay. In all that period of time, you have those beautiful rings around Saturn. And during that period of time, a comet's never gone through it, up and down. You know, we do live in a third-dimensional world. You do realize that, right? So a comet's never gone through the rings and destroyed the amazing dust that's, or the micrometeoroids, or whatever you want to call them, that has gotten stuck inside of the gravitational pull of Saturn. No, it's not possible. None of this is possible. Space does not exist. Okay, I've covered that topic very quickly. I'm going to end it. I'm going to end the conversation right there. Very quickly on the New York Terrorist Act, that was a complete bust. You know what's weird? You know, when somebody like me with a small channel, you know, brings up the fact that, you know, look, they can't create a large-scale terrorist act anywhere at this point, whether it being here in New York, whether it being in California, Texas, I mean, name all the states. Okay, they're not, or, you know, oh, see, I almost got off the subject. They're not going to perform a full-scale terrorist act. They can't. It's Christmas. People have to be out shopping. They've got to be trained rats, and they have to be running around thinking about the biggest gift that they can get somebody and the most money that they can... Okay. Let me rephrase that. The most debt that they can get into. So we can pay this off until February, March, April with our credit cards and be aggravated about it. But yet, when December is here and we purchase things, we're happy. So, I don't know, this might have been an actual real event with this guy in New York City. You know, I mean, I live 20 minutes away from there. I wasn't there. He burned himself. Obviously, you know, some kid that was watching videos and decided to build something like a bomb or something, or whatever. And it went off prematurely and it didn't do the trick. So I guess my thing is they're probably just until the end of Christmas, the end of New Year's, or maybe February, March, they might create something. But I mean, it really, when I put a video out there about something like this, and then 3 or 4 days later, something actually happens on a small scale. You say to yourself, is somebody actually watching this? Because we've already had a couple attacks here in New York City on a full-scale event. Obviously, I made one video about it. So, I mean, that's something to think about, too. I'm not saying anything. This is a small station. And that was the whole point of this. I want you to see a small station grow, and how it really grows. Not that I'm saying that this is something that I want to go into and balloon and mushroom into anything. It's just something that you should watch with a regular guy who's not doing any CGI with Hollywood episodes or anything. I mean, Hollywood vids or anything like that. This is just a regular guy, from the East Coast, sounding out my opinion to everybody out there. I've had some people contact me, actually, and I really appreciate that. And that's good news. That's the whole point of creating a channel on YouTube. As long as we can do it, I suggest you do too. It might take some time for people to contact you from your area, or even from your coast, or from your country. I don't know where everybody that are viewing my videos are from. But I mean, that's the whole point of creating a station. And that's the whole point of everybody just coming together and expressing their feeling on, flat Earth. And other possibilities of a model that might be our reality. And I really didn't want to get into that right now. I just wanted to express myself with the Terrorist Act and shopping. I know we're all going through it right now. It's a very busy time. Oh, and by the way, with the Terrorist Act, another reason why I believe that it was actually something that really did happen, that it wasn't staged, is because of the people that were actually talking. The camera here in New York. And maybe I should have taken a couple of videos, but I mean, I've had so many Christmas parties to go to and all that other nonsense. And yes, I kept my composure. I didn't say a word. And that's something you're going to have to do. It's tough. You got to bite your tongue. But you'll get through that too. The actors that they actually, well, not actors, the people that actually interviewed, I could tell were just regular guys off the street. No smiles on their face. Just sitting there, and, this was an uneventful event. It was really nothing. Somebody got burnt. You didn't have somebody sitting there smiling, how the fake crisis actors act, with their hands flaring all over the place, and they're like this, and she died. I mean, you know how it is. You know how it is with these crisis actors. Okay, so that's why it seems like it was a real event that possibly happened, or might have been fake. I don't know. You can't tell. I'm not going to make judgment. But I will make judgment on one thing, and that, again, the Earth is flat. Tomorrow I'm going to make another video. I have some more things to say about everything, but I just want to put that out there. And again, I really thank you for viewing. Okay, I think I've said what I need to say. I never do, but I'm able to say everything, but because people are sleeping. Okay,